Hey Jimmy, how you doing? Oh, sorry Jimmy's mom, you two sound eerily alike. Oh, how you doing? Yeah, nope, this isn't a big deal. I just was wondering if Jimmy would buy a drill bit sharpener if Milwaukee Tool made one. Nope, Milwaukee Tool doesn't make it yet. Wait, don't call Jimmy yet. Nope. Hello? I've always been intently interested in how people justify the purchase of different tools. Some of them that they use all the time, and some of them maybe that they just want to own or really want to use. And I use the Milwaukee Tool reference because they are a marketing machine, and absolutely nothing against Milwaukee Tool. I absolutely love their products and I need to own so many of them. But what it brings me back to is whatever they get into, sometimes I'm drawn to them and love it. And I know you guys are too, you can't deny that. And if this guy was an M12 tool, I think a lot of people out there would be like, yeah, I need it, I have it, and I'll use it. But at the same point, I want to just kind of go over this Drill Doctor, and it has now a knife sharpening kit on the other side, so you can use it for multiple situations. A lot of people will say, hey, this Drill Doctor costs X amount of money, and drill bits are 5, 9, 10 cents a piece. I just go to Harbor Freight and pick them up, and there's no sense in me sharpening. I just throw them away and move on. But what's the cost of not having a sharp drill bit when you need it? You have to actually leave, go to the store and grab it, and then unless you're right next to Harbor Freight and they're always open, there's always a cost to getting it. So I always find myself in the need to sharpen a drill bit, but at the same point, I've never been able to get one of these to work real well, and that's been a problem for me. Quickly, before we get into this Drill Doctor video, I need you to comment below so I can judge you accordingly. Are you team toilet paper or team baby wipes? And if you're curious where I stand, I love to take my wife to the store, pick up 3 cases of baby wipes, and as we're walking out, it's inevitable that the person checking us out will ask, hey, how many kids do you have? And I'll look over at my wife and I'll be like, go ahead, tell her. And my wife will have to say, that's for my husband's ass. So as I stated before, I've had a more expensive model than this in the Drill Doctor series, and I did not get it to work. And I had a hard time timing the drill bit in here to get it to sharpen. In fact, a lot of the bits that we worked on for multiple periods of time just didn't work, and it was an issue of user error. And a lot of people fall in that situation when they buy these units and they fail. Now, this particular unit is a lot easier to time. So I'm going to suggest if you buy one, this is the new Drill Doctor X2. Obviously, you don't have to get the knife sharpener if you don't want to. A lot of the lower end Drill Doctors use this style of chuck or way to hold on to the bit. I suggest this if you're going to use it. Now, I have a 3/8 inch bit here. If you look close, you can see it's dark on the end, and it's definitely been used in metal. It's overheated and it's going to be dull. I'm going to show you that here. Now, it's still sharp enough that it works, but we're going to get it sharper, hopefully. So to put this drill bit in, we have our chuck here or bit holder, and this is going to work for anything from 3/32 up to a 1/2 inch bit, and you have to have a 118 degree drill bit. This will not work for anything else. This is their lower end. They have different ones that'll work, but again, stay simple. So we're going to put this guy in, and we want to turn it so that we're on the leading edge. And we want to tighten it up just enough that we can still move it forward. And it's nice to know what way you have to turn this. So we're always turning it clockwise to move it forward. Put it in, line up our arrow, and we will push down on this bit till it seats, and then tighten it up. That's it. We'll pull it out, make sure that we are on that forward leading edge with the 2 fingers. In life is pretty good. We're going to turn this on speed 2. Speed 1 is going to be for knife and scissor sharpening. We'll put this on our arrow, turn it on. That's going to be it. Basically here, we are going to sharpen that point. And if you had a really dull bit that doesn't have a point to it anymore, you might have to put this in, push it forward a little bit more, and reset it up again to get more. But our bit obviously wasn't that bad. If we want to take a look at the bit now, not horrible, it looks pretty good. It feels sharp, and I think that should show up here. If it doesn't, that's going to give you a reason not to buy this, right? So simple so far. Let's give it a try. Oh, it walked. So it's definitely sharper. It's interesting to me that it walked a little bit like that. I'm going to try that again. I'm definitely getting a bigger, better hole, and I'm getting larger chips. If you look at it from the beginning, I was getting little fine pieces out, and now I'm getting larger chips. So there is no doubt to me that it is sharper, and it's probably working just great. If we took a brand new drill bit, put it in, I would assume we'd get the same results. This here, to me, works as long as you can get it at a price that saves you the time and money from picking up and having to go get a new drill bit when you've just dulled one out. So what I want you to take away from that is this style bit holder is simple and easy to use. That was my first bit sharpening, and I wanted to throw that out there and do it that way so that you could see that picking up the first time, you're going to get decent results. You can see by looking at that, it's significant that the other two drill bit holes are larger, and I was trying to do about the same time, and there's no doubt from using it that I can tell that this bit is sharper. Now this will work on anything from a masonry bit on, but don't go out and spend a ton of money on this. Get something that is going to fit your price range for being able to sharpen bits, and also buy new ones. Do whatever you need to do, but this will get you out of that situation where you're stuck at 8 o'clock at night trying to drill a hole in a frame of a car, and you're just not having any luck. And let's be real, Harbor Freight drill bits still suck. And if you're a fan of cheap Chinese kitchen knives like these, notice this little sticker over here, this works great to sharpen them up because obviously they don't stay sharp very long. If I ever catch you running your Benchmade knife through here, I will come through this screen and attack you. But this is a 20-degree sharpener that's sitting here. You want to turn this guy on low. There is a disc on this side that we're going to run everything across, and it is replaceable just like the other disc that are more of a wheel on the other side. Turn it on low, very quiet. We're going to do this slowly, and we're going to try to keep everything in contact. We want to have everything here, you know, without too much pressure, and making sure that we're hitting the whole blade. If we want to hit the ends again, this is not how I normally sharpen a lot of my knives, including my kitchen knives. But it interests me when you come across something similar to these knives. Now, you can see on the end, it is working. If I use my thumb, it is not giving me a great sharpening situation. I would like to see, like some of the different knives I've worked on in here, it catch my thumb. This is definitely not, but that's not all that we have. We have a little honing wheel over here, so we can run this through, take off all the burrs. You can use this honing wheel with just about anything according to the instructions, and it better work really good to get this guy in. It did. Now, I'm not saying this is some of the best sharpening out there, but I'm surprised that it is catching after not catching before. And you can see it slipping a little bit. There we go. That's not bad. Now, a lot of people will come out with this and then they'll talk about, how do they use it and what. A lot of people will say never do that. And I agree, don't. But it's interesting if you use this style or don't. And then, see, to me, I feel that that is a lot sharper just after running over this a couple times, trying to get a few of those burrs off. So if you buy something like this, use it wisely. Now also, this will work for a 35-degree sharpening system, which is going to be some of your better like opening style of utility knives or pocket knives, everyday carry things. But please, please, be careful with that. You have a 55-degree scissor here. And if we want to run this across, we would simply follow whatever area we'd like to get cut. Now, the scissors are a little bit deceiving because you have a bevel here and then another cut over. So we're just going to run them on the 65-degree for scissors. I had to take these apart in order to get the whole thing to work. I find this difficult because the disc in there is moving. I don't want to put too much pressure on it. I'd like to get an even grind the whole way through. So it makes it difficult a little bit to find that groove. That was probably the best slide I had. So on the back side here, I can feel that there was a little bit that was left, and I don't see that as a huge deal. Once I beat these scissors back into place, you can hear they sound pretty good. Not bad for a very inexpensive, oh, look at that. They're getting a little loose again. But with that said, not bad for a very inexpensive set of scissors. You can go through a staple here. Either way, guys, you can do it. So I should already know if you're team baby wipes or team toilet paper. So now I need to know, are you team drill doctor? And that to me is something that is going to be, again, interesting because you have to find this at the right price for your level of needs. Are you the guy at home in the garage who's working on cars and just doesn't want to have to pick up every time he breaks a drill bit or does anything else? Or are you the bench grinder guy, which that's usually what I do. I sit there and use my bench grinder and sharpen my own bits off that. And that works pretty well if, and again, if you can see. So as you get older, sometimes seeing that little bit that you need to hold and what's happening there doesn't always work the best at all periods of time. And we've proved that in the past. So it's one of those things where it's a balancing act. So I'd like to see where you land on this product. Also, do you agree with me? If this came out in Milwaukee, would you own it? Just admit it. You would. So let me know below. Leave us a like in this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We always appreciate your time sticking around. Have a great day.